Hi everyone, and welcome to this color and chat video. Just me coloring in, one of my new arrived Chinese books. It's on the market for quite some time now, but I just got it a few weeks ago and so it was time to tackle it. I've chosen this picture because stonework. I want to do my graffiti in stonework again, so I've gessoed this part of the picture, so the stonework really, so that I can play around with my graffitied pencils. And all the rest is done with the Pablo pencils. I will be using some paints over here and over there for this, how do you call these things? Although it's not, it's a bit strange. She's standing in front of kind of a porch, and this part is not transparent, but if it's falling over her clothing, it is. But okay, I'm not going to think about it too much. Anyway, I will be using some paints, some Inktenses, maybe some Albrecht Dürers, but for this stick, for this ribbon, and her face and hair, I've been using the Pablo pencils. I want to test them out, and wow, they are so nice. I have to get used to them yet. Every pencil is different in coloring, but my experience with these so far is that I can layer without a problem. It's amazing. In the 120 set, there are not much skin tones, but enough for me. I've used 2 shades of kind of a salmon pink, then I've used some lilac for the shading, some brown. So it was, I didn't need more than the colors that I've used so far. She is a bit purpley because, yeah, like I'm saying, I still have to get used to how I'll have to lay down my pressure, and yeah, maybe I will find another extra color to give some extra detail in her face. But for now, I'm really liking her. I've added a tache de beauté here, and now I was working on her hair. I'm using 2 colors that I don't have in any other set, not by name anyway. So I've used chestnut, and now I'm going in for lighter details with the hazel pencil. And as I do with all my pencils, I sharpen them a little bit so that the point is really fine. And I know it is a new pencil, but yeah, I always sharpen my pencils. And the Dala 133 is very friendly for your pencils, so I'm not too afraid. So a color and chat, not a color, watch me color or anything like that. So it will be just me coloring in. I think I'm going to lay it a bit here. I'm going to try and zoom in a bit, although maybe it's not necessary. I'm going to do it like this so that you have a better view. So I hope everyone has had a good work week. It's Friday when I'm filming this. I have my day off today. And I'm planning on coloring and reading. And that's it, just doing my thing. No cleaning. Just grabbing my time and do what I really like on a day off. So as you can see, the Pablos lay down very nicely. You don't need a lot of pressure to have color. before I put them on my wish list. I watched some videos and there were such different opinions about them. Some people were saying that they were soft, others that they were hard, and I didn't know what to expect anymore. But I don't think they're hard. And like I said, I can't keep on layering. I'm going to leave some white areas here and there. These two colors really go well together. And someone mentioned on my Happy Mail video that the Pablos are friends with most of the paper types that are around. So that was nice to hear. And it can be possible because sometimes I have quite some issues with these Chinese books. The paper can be different from time to time. Not every Chinese coloring book has the same type of paper, for my feeling at least. Always a nice paper, but yeah, it's always a bit with a difference. So that's nice to hear that the Pablos are an all-rounder. I'm expecting a new coloring book, a new Chinese coloring book because of KP Colors. A few weeks ago she did a flip through of some fairy tale-like coloring book in Chinese style, and I was immediately sold, of course. So I hope it will be here soon. And as you can see now on this lady, I'm not using my stroke technique, I'm just doing a soft look. I don't always like to stroke the hair. Sometimes I just prefer the softer version. So that's why I'm coloring in her hair like this. And speaking of AliExpress, it's a funny story. I've ordered 11, now it's 12 days ago, I ordered a new watch. Because if I have to buy a new battery here for a watch, it's about €8. And it's a bit silly because it's a lot of money and for what? To read the time. And last year I bought a watch on AliExpress, a pink one, and it lasted and lasted and lasted until I showered with it a few times, and it was not water resistant. I knew that beforehand, but yeah, in the mornings you know how it goes, you're a bit late and hop, you jump into the shower without taking your watch off. And I had a few times that I was lucky, that I just had some small water drops on the inside of the watch and that it dried up completely and it kept on going. And yeah, the past few weeks I had showered a bit too much. I was a bit too, sleepy, I think, when showering in the morning, and I forgot to take off this watch, and so it was broke. But I had it for maybe a year or something like that, and I paid €2 and a bit. And now I've ordered the same style, but in another color, and I didn't even pay €2 this time. I've paid €1.61, I think, and it arrived after 11 days, and it's this one. And I hope you can see, it's a brownish type. It's a bit orange glittery stuff. You know I love glitter. I'm going to focus on that watch here. And the I hope it's visible. Here are green glitters above a brown disc where you can read the hour. And it looks a bit like a swatch. And for that price, I can buy almost 7 watches from AliExpress for 1 battery over here to put in an older watch. So I prefer ordering a cheap new watch from AliExpress, and it was here in 11 days. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm happy with my new edition. So that was a side story. I've already put some iridescent medium on these pearls she's wearing in her hair, but it won't be visible now without a torch. But it will be on my finished pages video. I will make sure that I have my torch ready. And today it's the 26th of April. So still a few days to go before the month is done. I'm not sure if I will be able to color a new picture in its whole when this is done, because this is quite it's a double page spread, although there's not too much going on this side. But I'm wondering if I'm looking at snow, because there's snow on the tree and here on the roof. Oops, I'm sorry. On the roof above our head is some snow, and I think this is supposed to be a bit of snow too, but I'm not sure how I will color that part and with which medium. So it will depend on how much time it will take me to color, if I will have another edition on my uncolored books pile for the month of April. And I'm glad that it's almost May. May is the month of my birthday, so that's always exciting and nice. My birthday is at the end of the month, but it's also nice that it's May, because then I can grab any book I want again. Of course, I can do it too, but if I have an idea stuck in my head, or kind of a challenge like I've set for myself for this month to only color in uncolored books, then I have a really hard time to quit. I did do one picture in an already colored in book, but that was just to finish a whip. But other than that, I only colored in untouched books. And in May, it will be nice to be able to color in every book again that I want. And I'm adding a bit more of color here because it's more in the shadow area. And I'm leaving some white highlights in her hair. And I really like the eyeshadow that I've put on her. Took the same color as for the ribbon, and she also has green eyes. And I think I will use maybe some greens and yellows here, and some contrasting color for this part of her clothing. I'm not sure yet. But it's really a nice picture to work on. And the Pablos are doing a great job. By the way, thank you all very much for your lovely reactions on that Happy Mail video. I always think it's scary to show something that you've got from someone, because I don't want to film it to brag or to show off. But I like Happy Mail videos myself, or haul videos, so it's always exciting to see which new goodies people have, and I was happy that there were so many lovely reactions on that video. Okay, this little part here. I'm sorry. Oh, and now that I'm looking at it, normally for erasing some parts, I'm going to zoom out a bit again. For erasing some parts, I always use my electric razor. It's not by Derwent, it's also an AliExpress one. But I had this little guy lying around for a long time now. It was also a gift from a friend at the beginning of our coloring adventure. And I've used it this morning for some tiny details, because this was way too thick to do a correction on the coloring. And I'm really enjoying this. I also have a tube here that was also sent. She sent it together with this hand eraser, or how do you call these things? Anyway, I also have some fillings for it, so I'm very happy. I'm really liking this one. So it's really, really handy to make some highlights in small areas, or I've corrected some parts on her lips here, and it worked very, very well. So I'm happy to have this at home. Now I'm going to take this chestnut color again to add some extra dark areas. It's a really warm color. And I'm thinking, should I add some extra brown? I don't know. I don't know yet. And I just filmed a little video for the swatches of some budget-friendly pencils, and I was telling that I am planning, I'm not sure if it will always happen or it will always be like that, but I'm planning to try and give my budget-friendly pencils a bit more chance in cheaper coloring books. And for the Pablos and the Polychromos, the Prismacolors, the Color Softs, I think I will be using these more in higher quality books. Of course, it's always possible that I will grab at those pencils if I really want to. That's not a problem, but adding some extra detail here. And now I've been outside this part, and take a look at how easy that goes. Just a nice little thing, mono zero eraser by Tombow. So if you're not familiar with this, take a look at Amazon, really handy. The Chinese books are also qualified as quality books. The paper is quite a good quality, nice tooth, so I really want to avoid my more expensive pencils to become too short too quickly. And above markers, it's definitely not a problem to use some more budget-friendly ones. Here I am doing a bit of a stroke movement. But just for the darker parts to show up a bit more. I'm really liking her hair color. It suits her. And it suits the green also. The Pablos really have a nice color range. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I will grab my swatch book because I've swatched them out already, of course. Oh, then I can show them. These are the... here we have them. So the brownish orange and mahogany. Really, I did use these two also on her face, and then I used the granite rose, the salmon, I think, and for the bit of blush I've used a raspberry red. And for the shading of the purple I've used the lilac one. That was this one. So very nice range of colors. Here are more of the oranges and some blues. Very lovely aqua colors. Nice earthy tones and great for autumn pictures. I love the oranges. And of course my video broke off again, so I'm doing this in a voiceover because it wasn't making any sense. I was saying that we have two blacks in this set, and then I'm showing the bluish pale, a very lovely pastel-y blue. Yeah, really like the color range in the Pablo set. And you have an ivory black and a normal black. I don't know what the difference is. The normal black is on another page. So, and then I've moved my book a bit because I saw that not every color was in frame. So here we are with the base colors again. Oh, no, not the base colors, the first colors in the first tray, the top tray, and then all the rest with the blues and the autumn colors, and the sunny yellows, the greenery and the grays and the blacks, bit of brown also, lovely turquoises. Yeah, very lovely range of colors. And then at the back we have more of the ochres. There are 4 types of ochre, I think, in this set, and also lovely warm tones. They are really, really perfect for autumn pictures. And beige, we have some beiges also. So I think I will be using these as a base layer on another face in the future. I think I want to try out different combos for faces. But for now, my first face, I managed quite well, I hope. At least I think I did. Looking at her, I'm very happy with how she's looking. I love her hair color too. It's a bit more intense in real life. the camera isn't showing. Yeah, it's always a pity when filming. The exact same color in real life is always a bit more vivid than it is on camera, but you can get an impression. She's not really a blonde. She's more of a, how do you call these? Yeah, Venetian blonde, or there's a specific expression for this type of hair color. I really like how she's looking. So and also in real life, the harsh color directly near her forehead is not that harsh in real life. It's more faded out, but yeah, on camera it looks more like she's having a tough line or a hard line above her forehead, but that's definitely not the case. And whilst I'm filming this voiceover, I'm coloring a bit more on her. So maybe you will hear some pencil strokes. It's an extra addition. So yeah, my blobbling was, I didn't notice that that I was already talking for that long time, and yeah, 23 minutes and 8 seconds, and then my camera says poof. So yeah. Anyway, I really hope you are liking me coloring with the Pablos, that it gives you a bit of an impression how these pencils perform and lay down. Of course, every pencil brand has its own way of how to lay down your color. I've experienced the Prismas work in a whole other way than the Polychromos do. Some budget-friendly pencils work in a different way. The Erogen pencils certainly work in a different way. I still haven't figured out which way is the best for me, but and also the Pablos work in another way. But I've learned already that it's better to lay down your colors in light layers than pressing hard, and but that's the case with almost every pencil. The lighter your hand, your hand, or the lighter your pressure. I couldn't think of the word. The lighter the pressure, the better, in fact. Not always that easy, because I tend to color heavy-handed sometimes too when I feel rushed. Then I can't absolutely not color in a light-handed way, or if I'm stressed out, and I push a bit harder on the pencils too. But in this case I was very relaxed, so I really like how she's turning out. And I'm going to finish this video quite shortly. I'm going to color all the rest off camera, I think, because I'm not using the Pablos for the whole picture. I'm sorry if you hear an alarm outside. Ooh, I hope there's nothing serious. There was an ambulance just rushing by. It's always scary if you hear that. Anyway, for future videos, if you have some requests or ideas, please mention them in the comment down below. I already have a request for doing a new Inktense video, and I will be happy to do so. I will try to do gradation in the Inktense coloring. Normally I only use one single color and play with the light, or with white, so to speak, but I will try, just like I did some Albrecht Dürer backgrounds already, to use more than one color. So that I have to learn that gradation with Inktense also. I find it more easy with Albrecht Dürer pencils to go from red to orange to yellow, for example. But I really want to try to do that with Inktense too. And also for the Inktenses, I think I will have to learn to be more light-handed, because I have the impression that I press too hard on the Inktense pencils. So a next coloring will be with Inktense, I think. I just have to take a look at the book where I will be working in. But it will be a nice way for me also to learn something extra again by using less pressure with Inktense and to use more than one color. But if you have other ideas for videos, please mention them in the comments below and I will be happy to do so. For now, take care everyone, and we'll see each other soon in the next video. Bye!